Hello students, welcome to the IMS Gate Academy. I am Ravi, faculty at IMS Gate Academy. I hope your preparation is going well for the GATE examination 2024. We have hardly 50 days time for the GATE examination 2024, right? Then the objective of this session is to understand how one can utilize this 50 days time more effectively for the GATE exam 2024 so that we can score good marks. Let's see the few important points the student need to might be following also, so that we can utilize our time in a better way and get good marks in the GATE exam 24. See now, the first thing you understand, all of you, most of you cover the maximum syllabus of the GATE exam. See, whatever the GATE syllabus is mentioned, one should cover it, the complete syllabuses. Some people you have started early preparation past 6 months ago or even 1 year ago. The most of you completed all the syllabus. So that's absolutely fine. But some student might started late preparation from the past 2 months or 3 months. May not be able to cover it maximum syllabus which mention the GATE syllabus. Correct. The ideally one should cover the complete syllabus. Do not leave any single topic from the GATE, whatever they mention. The reason is, understand all of you, because they have a liberty to make a question from any topic, whatever they mentioned it. They can make sometimes complex question and easy question. That is the reason we should not leave a single topic from the syllabus, whatever they mention. Ideally, we should do it. But those who are not able to cover it, so do not worry. Do not worry. So whatever syllabus you completed, the thing is that you have to be revised. Revision is much important. The primary step is the covering all the syllabus, all the topics from the syllabus, and emphasize more on important topic from the respective subject here. The following you understand. This second point is much important for everybody to understand. Whatever you learn from the classroom or a textbook or some sources you learn, it is essential to revise. How many times revision required, sir? So as many times as possible. You revise more. If you revise more, you remember many things, right? And contest switch becomes less. What is the contest switch? Like I used to say in the classroom also, all of you. In the operating system point of view, we have learned the contest switch. The CPU switches from one process to other process, right? So in the GATE exam also, we won't get the questions in the order of their subjects. Suppose operating system, all questions will not be one place. So one question is operating system, other is what DBMS or maybe TOC. We have to be switched very fastly from one question to other question to be solved. This is only possible when we do multiple revisions on this particular topic or particular subject. And many revisions will help to understand complex topics also easy. This is the most important point to understand, all of you. Since the most of you covered all the syllabus, this is absolutely fine. You spend more time on revision, practicing the question. So some of you might not covered all the syllabus. Let's take, sir, out of 10 subjects, I covered only 7 subjects. That's fine, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. 6 subjects cover, sir. Fine. 8 subjects cover. Whatever subjects you have covered, learn. The revision is much important. So do not spend a time learning of a new subject in the time of January, because we have hardly 50 days time is there. This 50 days you utilize for the revision only. And those who are not studied, suppose some subjects are left to be covered, try to be covered in December only. December, end of the December, close it. How much syllabus you could able to cover till December ending, you cover it. Try to keep entire January for revising, practicing the PYQs and practicing mock test. January month for you, all of you understand, you should spend mapping from not concepts to question solving. You should do it question solving to what concepts revision. Take up the previous year's questions or take up any mock test as per your convenient time. Practice it, and wherever you have confusion the topics, and revise it. For this revision, ideally you might have created the short notes for each and every subject related, right? If those who are not created the short notes, do not worry, do not create it right now. Do not spend a time for creation of the short note. Use your main notes only for revision. Ideally, we suggest to create the short notes or formula sheet. Why? So during revision one time only, if you have created a short note for each subject, means what? One single notebook in which all the subjects information, like hardly 10 pages of each subject, or 5 pages each subject. So in which important statement, important formulas or derivations if you have mentioned in that, or properties you mention. This formula sheet or short notes are going to be help you lot during revision time. Revision means what? What is the revision? So I said full revision of a topic, first complete syllabus or what a syllabus you covered, do the revision, and during first revision you might have created short note. If you created, fine. If you're not created, also fine. Those who are not created, do not spend right now to create a short note because time is not there. Then you understand. Solve at least, I mentioned, at least 10 years of gate previous year questions. Why high weightage for the gate questions? Gate questions are authentic source for us and less ambiguity, no ambiguity questions. So now if you practice more gate questions, you will understand the mindset of the paper setter, what type of questions are coming, what topics are frequently repeating, so that we can emphasize more on the topics here. So not only the PYQs, and so you should attempt the mock tests. Why mock tests are important? To understand your time management. So you should feel like a real gate exam, and you should use this one. Solving the PYQs and mock tests or even other test series as a kind of revision in January. Those who already started now, that's absolutely fine. And those who are not yet started, and spend this next 1 week time learning of any uncovered syllabus, uncovered topics out there, try to cover it. In January, say completely fully, you spend on PYQs and mock tests, and like this kind of practice, you're revising. So during this revision, you should refer what short notes. If you have created already, if you are not created, whatever the notes you go and revise it. Because see, you should do the mapping from question solvings to what? Concepts. Question solve, concepts. You practice the questions. Any doubts are there, look at here. And one more important point. So during your practice or attempting the mock test or practice questions, some questions you are not able to solve it. You try to attempt to based on your concepts. If solvable, okay, otherwise leave it. Why? Because see, if you struggle for that one and finding the solution here and there, if that solution is wrong, unnecessary, you are diverting your concept here. In this moment, you should do ideally. So try to attempt it. If not able to solve it, look at the question again, attempt it, then move it, because that question may not come. Understand out of which what the question they are asking. And during this practicing questions, any new things you observed, that your observations you can mention again in short notes, so that again when you go for revision time, you can refer for your short notes. Now entire January month, you should be repeating what are the steps: step number 3, step number 4, step number 5. Quickly revise, attempt the questions, learn objects, again go it. Again, this you have to repeat. Keep on you repeat it. See, means initially first revision when you do it, one subject may be taking 3-4 days, 5 days, sometimes 1 week also. When you do multiple revision, the subject you may cover within 1 day. 1 day, one subject, or even half day also can cover it. So that kind of overview keep on all the subjects. So if you're able to do it, definitely so then the maximum marks you can score it. And the last 10 days prior to the gate examination, that is February 1st week, 10 days. That 10 days it is a critical and crucial days, you can understand. Those 10 days, simply do not touch anything. Simply you have to revise concepts, observe the formulas. Formulas are there, our properties are, especially theory of computation we take. So a lot of properties to understand. Understand them, keep on look at. So that's how you will be comfortable in the topic. And so during examination, so you will be your contested time will be minimal, so you're able to score more marks. And during this practice, during this revision, always whatever you practice the questions, you feel like this is you are attempting real-time exam. Do not do any casual things. So and also utilization of the rough things also. You start practicing now only. You take up any question, you sit properly and solve it. And whatever is solving the steps should be written clearly. Minimal step, clearly write down, so that when you want a re-verification solution, that becomes easy. So try to inculcate the habit of minimizing the errors right now only, so that in a gate exam can be performed well. So these are the basic steps to be need to follow it. If you do it, yes, definitely the results will be our side only. Always be be pleasant, because do not take much over it. And those who are not covered, suppose I could not able to cover 7 or 8 subject, keep it some minimal subject, 5 subjects also cover, but 5 subject try to be you strong, like all the topics from those subject, try to be yourself strong, so that at least those questions are able to solve it. That's the main thing you need to be observed. Now, so just look at the point here. I said this is need to be repeat. Now look at the syllabus, just few things I mentioned. Average marks I mentioned for each subject. Each subject I mentioned. It's not compulsory this many marks comes, based on the previous paper, some observation I did, we get mathematics 7 marks, 15 marks aptitude. You should give weightage for 15 marks, because do not leave the aptitude section, because that is giving your marks. 22 marks. Discrete mathematics 8 and digital 7. Computer organization 10 marks. So C language, data structure, algorithm 15 marks we can expect. Operating system 10 marks. Theory of computation 10 marks. Compile design is surprising subject. Sometimes 3 marks, 4 marks, even 6 marks also comes here. And database 7 marks. Computer networks average maintain 7 marks. This is happened in the previous papers. So with this I can, but slightly 1 or 2 marks can be vary from each subject. But this is the expected, you can see the question from respective subject. So look at the topics, a few topics from each subject I mentioned. One should at least you should go to this topic minimal. If all the topics are covered, well and good, because I said you should not leave any topic from the syllabus whatever mentioned. They have liberty to frame it, but not able to cover. At least you focus this topic should be covered. From discrete mathematics, predicate logic is like I mentioned, priority order. You understand? This high priority, low priority. The topic need to be covered. Graph theory, most important things. From graph theory itself, we may expect 4 to 6 marks here. Set theory, sets, functions, relations, lattices. From the topic again, one mark question, 2 mark question I can expect, or 1 mark. And group theory is a very small topic. Sometimes 1 mark question can come. You should not leave it. So these are the important topics you can understand from the discrete mathematics. Digital logic design. High priority topic is sequential circuits. Every paper we have a question, one question. Sequences, it can be flip-flops, it can be from counters. So another combination circuit, sometimes they frame a questions on especially decoders, multiplexer, and Boolean laws, Boolean expression. This is compulsory questions happening from the previous paper. Minimization, K-maps you might have studied. The last but not least, this is number system. Base conversions are codes. This is the important thing. And here number system also, like a floating point, other things also can, that is part of COA, you can also think it. So look at the COA and see, every year again, we can see one question from instruction pipeline. From the classroom, we have seen the variety of the problems on the instruction pipeline. So try to cover instruction pipeline. Then memory hierarchy, if you look at main memory questions comes, RAM based questions comes, chip based questions comes. Cache complete design is very much important, cache address mapping, cache performances, cache updation techniques, cache replacement algorithm, block replacement algorithm. These are important. And secondary memory, the especially secondary memory, if you see, cylindric based questions comes here. So other point you understand, other important topic is floating point representation. 2 mark questions are repeatedly occurring from this one. So now instruction encoding, sometime 2 addresses, 3 address instruction combining they can frame, and theoretical or numerical question we can extend from addressing modes here. The last one, some basics of the control you design, like micro operation related questions. So usually comes from here. This is the priority, high priority to low priority way I given. At least this topics to be covered. At least these topics to be covered from the COA, because high weightage subject this is. Look at another important subject, CDS algorithm. So you should not leave pointers, structures, arrays, recursions from the C, and stacks, queues, trees from the data structure, and hashings. And when you talk about algorithms, asymptotic notations, the big O, small o, the applying the master theorems. So try to solve as many problems in this topic, compulsory questions we can expect. and searching and sorting algorithm, you understand. So divide and conquer, greedy method, dynamic programming, right? So graph based techniques. So these are the topics essentially, so should be covered from the algorithm. So look at operating system. One of the scoreable subject and completely conceptual based subject is like operating system. So yes, usually happen questions from CPU scheduling algorithm more frequently. If you could see shortage of first or shortest remaining time first round robin algorithms, questions are coming frequently, like 1 or 2 marks questions here. So another crucial important, generally student get confused. So try to cover, revise many times this IP synchronization mechanism, especially semaphores, like understanding how mutual exclusive guaranteed, progression, bounded with. These are the statements they ask by giving some code, including concurrency part. This is important. One should revise many times, practice sufficient number of questions so that you will be comfortable in this topic. And system calls, threats from the process management. So deadlock, another important point. Under prevention or deadlock avoidance by applying Banker's algorithm, we can expect a question. So coming to memory, so memory, you can understand contiguous, non-contiguous memory allocation we have seen, especially pagings and multi-level paging. Then another important topic is virtual memory. In this virtual memory, performance-based questions, memory-based questions, time-based questions, like page replacement algorithms. These are the questions bound to come in the paper. If you see for last topic, disk scheduling or disk space allocation methods. So these are the order of topic which can observe from the operating system. So now look at the theory of computation, another important topic. Now you can expect 10 marks, sometimes 11, 12, or sometimes 8 marks like this. So especially initially you should focus DFA, NFA conversions. Understand sometimes machine they'll give the last number of states, or they give a language, they ask number of states. They ask some, give a machine and they'll ask what is the language accepting. And we should be very clear at writing the regular languages, expressions, conversion, like regular language to expression, expression to grammar, grammar to FA. So this you should understand. Another most important thing to understand, identification languages. This is a frequently. So from the past 5-6 years, if you observe, they increase a question from this area. They're giving like no. So which of the following statements are correct? They ask which of the following regular, which of the following DCFL. You should be very clear at understanding identifying the DCFL and CFL. Many times, no. So focus these 2 points only. So now another thing is the push down automata. Sometimes programming they'll give, they'll ask what is language generating. Sometimes they give a machine, the PDA machine, they can ask what is the language accepted for this machine. Then again, decidability is another important topic. The last you can look at the question from Turing machine. These are the most important topics. One at least you should cover from the TOCMA. So look at the compiler design. This is, as I mentioned, surprising subject. Sometimes you may get a 6 marks, sometimes 4 marks, 3 marks, but easy solvable, like focus more on parsers, especially LL1 parser, LR of K parsers, different parsers you might have studied. Revise. Another important is SDT, and from lexical analysis, theoretical questions are in a token based questions, you can get it here. Then the intermediate code generation and optimization, the lastly runtime environment. So very less question here also, like intermediate code generation optimization, like a live variable analysis, and so SSA. These are the points need to be revised and try to solve some questions. So now I can say these are the important topic we need to be emphasized from the compiler design. So DBMS. So now from DBMS, the most important topic from DBMS is understand SQL. SQL pakka questions are happening. So yes, happening every year now. Then followed by normal form, first and second normal form. So BCNF. So that try to be clear, and followed by like transaction control and keys. You should be very good at understanding the different keys and AR model. So model to table conversion, this they can play a question. The finally you understand indexing or BP plus trees. So here also we can expect the question from DBMS. Coming into computer networks, it is, you understand, the syllabus is vast but solvable. It should be revised many times so that you will be understanding, because here little formulas will be there in each area, so that need to be focused here. So especially the first topic, if you observe IP addressing system, so one should focus clearly, because in the classroom matter studied classful and classless, supernetting, subnetting need to be focused. Another, like I mentioned, TCP comes question, application layer protocols happening every time questions, especially if you look at, you understand DNS, HTTP, FTP, SMTP, POP, IMAN. So try to understand their protocol, their port numbers, their applications. Yes, theoretical questions are happening from this year. Another important topic you understand, fragmentation. Generally you do it a routing. So this also questions you can see, and Ethernet based questions, direct formulas will be there, tokening based. So direct formulas are there, so that you need to be revised. Now another important from the IP, you understand routing protocols. There are two major routing protocols we have. One is distance vector and link state protocol, right? Then another protocols you see ARP, RARP, BOOTP, DHCP, ICMP. Try to differentiate between, understand. It's easy topics only. The another things you can see, they can also frame questions. Sometimes have framing on error control, especially CRC and Hamming distance Hamming code. So these are the important and order of topics need to be revised and practice a question from computer networks. So these are the major, like, understand all the subjects which we mentioned. So overall, I want to say all of you, like, if you're done or not, like, at least now, especially theory of computation algorithm, you take A5 sheet paper in as like you look at algorithm. So various searching, sorting algorithms and their time complexity, average case, best case, and worst case recurrence relations will be there. You keep in the sheet and somewhere you put in a wall. So try to look at every day so that you will understand easily, right? Because so every time you cannot go and find the time complexity of each algorithm. So those things to be remembered. And from TBOS you understand closure properties for each models that frequently asking questions. There are many things to be understand, right? Some are close, some are not close. Better you can keep in a chart. So look at every time so that it will be easy to remember also, right? So overall, if you understand, the number of formulas which are required to remember from the computer science will be less compared to other branches, but still some important things need to be keep on revised. So definitely you are going to do better now. So I hope you understand. So this strategy is going to be help you a lot. So all the best. So all of you now from IMS, so we have a Telegram group, like you can join for the like you understand the free content which can be provided. Yes, so I hope this session is going to be help you a lot. Thank you so much, and all the best all of you. Keep it this, try to utilize this 50 days time properly, efficient manner, and so that it is going to be beneficial for you. Fine. Thank you so much.